top 5 teams that will have the biggest offseason. I'll start. You started last time. I'll start. I think the team that might have one. I think I'll go. You know what? I'll start at one. The first team I think that'll have the biggest offseason is the Boston Celtics. I think it's because they're gonna make some trades. Obviously, Jason Tatum is gonna be out for most likely the whole year. I just saw reports saying there's a chance he could come back in the middle of the season. We gotta wait and see on that. But Jason Tatum is hurt. Jaylen Brown, he's supposed to come back. But now you got to think about trading Drew Holiday, Porzingis, thinking about trading Derek White. I think the Celtics are going to have probably the biggest offseason so far, especially since everybody is making a lot of money. So you got to flip somebody to lower the salary cap for them. And I wish this team probably could have stayed together another year, but life happens. So I think the Celtics will have the biggest offseason so far because everybody's just making too much money and they have no choice.
Yeah, I had the Celtics on my list too. Like you said, a lot of guys are making a lot of money, so you have to reconstruct that roster. So I think Drew Holiday is gone. I think Porzingis is gone, and then on top of that, um, Jason Tatum is not going to be there for the first half of the season. Um, so you guys have to find out. Guys have to figure out something to do while he's gone. That way, when he comes back, you can just hit the ground running. I'll say another team that have the biggest top five teams with the who have the biggest off season. Uh, I said the Warriors. I think the Warriors will have a big off season. Because you guys seen what you did once you got Jimmy. It gave you guys confidence. You guys could have went to the Western Conference Finals, or if you guys had a big, you could have beat Minnesota if you guys had a big. But so I think they're gonna make a lot of moves this offseason to reconstruct their roster because they obviously see they can win a championship within these next year or two.
And they got to think about trading Kaminga. You got to think about what you gonna do with Kaminga. I saw that they're gonna make him a restricted free agent, and he'll get like 7 million if they give him like the qualifying offer or something like that. So you got to think about if a team signs him, are you gonna match it? Are you gonna let him walk? I ain't gonna lie. For some reason, bro, I feel like they gonna match your offer for him,
I was
bro.
gonna say that. I was gonna say that. I definitely think they're gonna match whatever offer they get or whatever offer whoever pays him. I think they're gonna match it, bro.
Even though I think they shouldn't resign him, bro. I think they shouldn't, but I just feel like they just will. And Steve Kerr has some comments about him, bro. It was crazy comments. I'm not even gonna search for it, but he said something about him. I just feel like Kaminga at this point, I think he just doesn't rock with Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr has just done him wrong the past couple of years. I think it's just time for him to get a fresh start, bro. It's just time. So you
Mhm.
gotta think about what you're gonna do with him. Like you said, think about getting another big or just getting another offensive player. Hey, I saw something that said that they could potentially get Laurie Marketing. You pair Laurie Marketing with Draymond, Jimmy, and I saw a trade. I forgot. I didn't save it, but it was if you could get Laurie with Jimmy, Draymond, and Curry. Look,
That's a
man,
nice year. Because even though
man,
Laurie isn't a defensive big, they defense still was a high defense, a high ranking defense without a big last year. So now you add a 7 footer in Laurie. Yeah.
hey, maybe Kaminga to Utah isn't the worst. Maybe he just needs to go over there and just play free.
Can you hear
I
me?
think. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I said Kaminga to Utah isn't the. I think. What if you sent him there? Let him just play free.
Yeah, he could play free for a year, and then on top of that, now you got a cornerstone to actually build around now. Because you let go of what cornerstones they really have.
You know what's
Keontae George.
you know what's crazy?
No.
I don't think they really have like a guy that we can say build around him. I don't think
They
those
don't.
guys are those type of guys.
Mm-mm.
Like Keontae Jones, I don't think he's even a cornerstone. I think he's just a guy. I think he's just a guy.
Isaiah Collier.
I don't think
Isaiah
he's a
Collier.
guy. I don't
No.
think he's a cornerstone. Kyle
What was it?
Filipowski, I
Cal
don't think
Filipowski? Yeah.
Cody Williams, man, they said Cody Williams might be a bust. Man, he was bad last year. He was bad.
I don't think so. I wouldn't say bust, but I think he could be good. He's raw though.
So it's like I don't think they like. At least with like the Wizards, technically, I can say Alex Sarr is a cornerstone of the franchise. The Jazz don't have that. They really don't have. They was hoping Cooper Flag, but they said, "Nah, y'all ain't gonna get him." They said, "Nah, y'all not gonna get him." But now though, I agree. They got to think about what they gonna do. That they gonna sign a big, draft whoever with the late pick, get rid of Kaminga, sign back. I think you said last week or a week before, Gary Payton is a free agent. Got to resign those guys back. It's a lot of stuff they do got to do. So, let's see what happens. Another team, the Timberwolves. I think they're gonna have a big offseason. I think because what you gonna do? Are you trading for Kevin Durant? We don't know. You gotta think about re-signing Nas Reed. I think they keep saying Nikhil Walker is just gone. Yeah, Julius. They saying Nikhil Walker, he's the most likely gone. They just gonna let him go because he's played good this playoffs and in the regular season. He played good. So think about that. Are you gonna trade Rudy Gobert? Like, what you trying to do? You have to rising superstar or superstar now, got to the conference finals twice. So you got to think about how can we build around him. So this is a big offseason for them, especially when Kevin Durant has some interest in the Timberwolves. It's time to make a move. And I think they'll have a big offseason, especially with the free agents they got. They got to think about what they want to do.
Hey, him and Katie and Ant together would be nice. I think that'd be really nice. Like if they had if they had KD instead of Julius Randle, how you think that Thunder series gonna win? You think the Thunder still win?
I think they still win. It probably don't be no 4-1 though. I think Thunder still win.
They go 7 or 6.
I say go 6 because I saw it last year. The Timberwolves bullied the Suns. They bullied them, and the Thunder could do the exact same thing. They just go bully them. They gonna throw Dort. They gonna throw J-Dub, Caruso. They gonna throw all those guys at KD. I mean, KD still gonna get his regardless. So it's like I still think they will lose, but they just win another game. Hey, it'd be little brother, big brother. No, and he loved KD, man. He loved KD.
Another team I got. We talked about them earlier, but the Spurs. I think this is a big offseason for the Spurs.
They're on.
Because you guys are legit in win now mode. You guys, like I said earlier, you guys have the assets. You have everything that you have to turn this into a championship roster, literally starting this offseason. So are you guys gonna make the necessary moves to put the pieces around Wembyamba so you guys can fight for a Western Conference, if not final spot? Are you guys gonna sit here and draft Dylan Harper and continue to rebuild? What are you guys gonna do? I think it's a big offseason for them to turn this program around and be in win now mode again.
The Spurs ain't been in win now mode in some years. They ain't been in win now. The last time they was probably really good was when DeRozan was there. That was a minute ago. That was like it's damn near like almost 4 years.
LaMarcus.
Yeah, that was a minute ago. That was like almost 4 years ago. That was a long time. So they ain't been really and out. After those years, they was trash. So this is it, especially when you got a generational, potentially face of the league player. You guys definitely have a big offseason because you could potentially get one of the greatest scorers of all time on your team. And I'm excited, bro. Like I am excited. I think if it happens, I would love that, bro. I would love it. But yes, I think the Spurs they have to do something while you got Wemby, especially young Wemby is like what 21, 22,
Yeah, I think like 21.
something around there. He got to be something around there. So you got to take advantage of this opportunity, especially when you got Stephon Castle, which we think and hope he takes the next step. De'Aaron Fox still really good. It's time to make a move, and I think they will have a big offseason. They're going to do something. I just don't know what. I don't know what. Another team, I did have the Spurs, so I ain't going to name them. Another team, I guess this is my fourth team. The Milwaukee Bucks. This is going to be a big offseason for them. You have to, what you going to do with Giannis? Now, I know you've been seeing a report saying that Giannis hasn't requested a trade and that he hopes to win a championship in Milwaukee. Look, I don't know how true that is. I really don't know. And Sham said that a Giannis trade could happen in July and August. So I don't know how truthfully this is. But Giannis over your head is you have to think about what you want to do with your franchise. I don't know how they're going to do it, but you got to think about what you're going to do with Giannis. Do you resign Bobby Portis? Kevin Porter Jr., I saw that he's going to decline his player option. Rightfully so. He played good once he got with the Bucks. He's only that player option was like $2-some million. He played good when he got to the Bucks. So understandable. Gary Trent Jr., what you gonna do with him? I saw they said they're gonna let Brook Lopez walk. I understand that. The roster is very flawed. Dame is out. So they got a lot of stuff to do if you want to keep Giannis or trade him. They have a big offseason. They're really number one on my list, really. I said Boston, but it's really Bucks, number one. They got a lot of stuff they got to do this summer.
Yeah, I had the Bucks on my list too. Yeah, like you said, with the Giannis recent trade rumors, if he goes and you don't sign Bobby Portis back, what are you gonna do with Dame? Like, you guys have no future. You have to find some way to give you guys a future. You guys have no future because they don't have any picks until what, 2020, what, 8 or 9 or something like that?
They don't really control none of their picks. You keep going. I'll bring it up.
But yeah, I had the Bucks too. The last team I had though was the Knicks. I think the Knicks they have a big offseason this coming up because you guys just let go of Tibbs, and he's the first coach to take you back to the Eastern Conference Finals in the last 20-some years. So what are you gonna do with the head coach? Now there's rumors or reports where they're trying to add KD or Giannis. So that means what are you gonna do with Cat? What are you gonna do with Mikal Bridges and all those guys? Because obviously you guys think that you don't have enough to get over that hump. So are you guys gonna go trade for one of those guys? What are you gonna do with the bench? So the Knicks they have a couple of holes they have to fill, a couple of important big holes that they have to fill.
Okay, so real quick. So first round picks, 26, Pelicans can swap. 27, Pelicans can swap. 28, Portland can swap. 30, Portland can swap. They don't control a first round pick until 2031.
That's insane, bro. That's 6 years from now. You gotta find they have to find a way, bro. They have to find a way to get some type of assets back, whether it's draft capital, capital,
Yeah,
or whatchamacall, or get some young players back. They have to find a way to do something.
That's why we're gonna get back on the next, but that's why I feel like you gotta trade Giannis. You have to. I think Giannis. I think he loves Milwaukee. I think he loves them. Yeah. They drafted him. They made him to what he is now. He had a family there. He did everything that brought a championship there. But this is the time when the organizations and franchise have to think for themselves. If you keep Giannis, what are you going to bring there? You have no draft picks. If you trade Giannis,
no money.
If you trade Giannis to whoever, you're gonna get a crazy haul. Now, could it be Rudy Gobert 5 first round picks? I ain't gonna lie, I doubt it. But you're gonna get a haul. And if you trade him to the right organization, you're back in business for the future. You are right back there. So
because on top of that, he doesn't have any say where he goes either.
Technically, he don't. But we know how it works in NBA.
Yeah, they gonna help him. They gonna help him, but still.
Yeah. So, like you just said, that's sad. You don't control nothing. You have first round picks, but if the Pelicans see, hey, the Milwaukee Bucks, they're trash. They get the first pick. They can easily swap with them. So it's like, and then if the Pelicans are good, y'all can just get the 30th pick. So it's like you can't do anything. You're in a lose-lose situation. You can't do nothing. Bad team, don't no future. And you traded away AJ Johnson, you're high on him. He was good for the
Yeah,
Wizards when he played, and they
yeah,
gave him away for Kuzma.
yeah. I like AJ
Yeah.
Johnson.
They gave him away for Kyle Kuzma, and he was the throw-in. So at least if you would have had AJ, it's like, okay, we see something. But Doc Rivers never wanted to play him for some damn apparent reason. That's neither here or there. So, but it's like, you have to. You have to. Unless y'all got a plan thinking, okay, we can get this guy, but we got to do. It's like, no. Just trade the man. Help Giannis want to win a ring. Because Giannis keeps saying, hey, I want to win championships. Brother, if you stay in Milwaukee, y'all ain't winning shit. I'm just
And
being.
then because I was he's like 30, 32, 33.
I think he's like, he got to be like
I know he in
31.
30s. I know he in his 30s for sure. So it's like
He's in his
yeah,
prime.
you would get a couple of more good years out of him, but it's like, bro, he's at the tail end of his. Well, I wouldn't say the tail end, but he's towards the end of his career, bro. Move him while he still has a lot of trade value, and rebuild your future.
Bro, we could get probably like a good 5 more years of great Giannis. Of great Giannis. It's time. It's time for him. It's time for him to go. He already did it. He won 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year, finals. He won everything he could there. He did everything there, and it's okay. You're gonna get your statue, brother. Trust me, you're gonna get the statue. You're the greatest Buck ever, and I think no one's gonna be upset that you leave. We know why you left. The team's not good.
Yeah. And they can't do nothing because, like you say, even if they do keep him, what are you gonna put around him in these next 5 to 6 years? Y'all not gonna have any money. And Dame is getting older, so by the time so it's like you guys need to trade him.
Bro,
You need to
Giannis
trade
is
him.
only 30. He's our age. He's only 30 years old, and he ain't gonna turn 31 until December. So yes,
he's your
Giannis in
age.
his smack. I'm
He's
not
your
30 yet.
age.
I'm not 30 yet. We
You touching 30, dog.
wait a minute, brother. Your birthday in 2 months. We in the same age group. Don't do that. Don't try to do that. You tried to do that, brother. Talk about my age. I'm only 29. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, y'all. Gonna be the same age as me in 2 months. That's crazy, y'all. But now you said the Knicks.
Yeah, Knicks.
The Knicks, they have to figure out what they're gonna do with a coach. We talked about it earlier. Bro, the Knicks are a hoe. They just talking to anybody. They just talking to anybody at this point. Bro, the Knicks are, no offense to Bulls. No offense to Billy Donovan. That's like talking to the ugly girl. They just talking to anybody, bro. They talking to anybody. They trying to get anybody. What you gonna do with Cat? Do you want to trade Mikal Bridges? Because we talked about last week. Mikal could get like a 4 year, some million. That's worth $30 million a year. He probably ain't worth that. He's not worth it. What you gonna do with the bench? So you guys figure out what you gonna do. Jay Will said that the Knicks are in no rush. They should just wait until kind of fill out the roster first, then get
Find the
a
coach.
coach. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah and no. Because if you get your coach first, then that determines, how your team plays and how you construct your roster. If you because coaches like to bring in their own players. So if you construct the roster before then, the coach might not mess with those players that you pay this money for. Now you got disconnect between the GM and higher ups and the coach now because those aren't his guys. Like I think they should go get their coach first.
Do you think they trade Cat though? Or you think they
I
run
don't
it
think
back?
I think they should run it back. I
Run it
think
back.
Mikal needs to go. I ain't gonna lie. I think Mikal needs to go.
Hey, man.
Bro, what did he really do? What did he really do there? For real, what did he really do? His defense wasn't all that like it normally is. Most thing you can say is he played a bunch of games. He was there. He was available. That's the best you can say. Other than that,
You needed
offense
him.
was butt. Defense was subpar. And other than that, he don't really bring shooting. He really didn't shoot that well this season. The man was fixing his jump shot all season, early in the beginning of the season and off season. So it's like, What did you? We
Bridges.
gave all this for you, and you ain't even do nothing for us.
Mikal Bridges gave you 17 3 boards, 3 assists, shot 50% from the field. And what did he shoot from three? He shot 35% from three.
Bro, it do not feel like he gave them 17 points per game. It do not feel like that. It felt like he gave them like 12 to 13, bro.
That you're thinking of the playoffs because he definitely gave them like 15 in the playoffs. I mean, McKay.
Ain't your play supposed to rise when you get to the playoffs?
It's supposed to. Well, for the Stars at least. For the Stars. I mean, who you? So okay, well, you traded Mikal before Josh Hart.
Yes, yes,
Oh, wow.
yes,
Oh, wow.
yes. Josh Hart is literally the heart of the team, G. Literally, Hart is the heart of the team. You cannot trade that man, bro. That man, and he's the walking, breathing, living version of what New York wants as a basketball player. It's him. You can't get rid of him.
Hey man, Josh Hart can't shoot for some reason.
Bro, we could work on that. We seen Aaron Gordon last year shooting wasn't that well, and now this year hitting game winners in the playoffs. I think he shot like 40% from the three this year, bro.
Aaron
Like,
Gordon was good.
yeah, off season could change your shooting like that. So I ain't worried about that. He bring everything else though. I know he gonna hustle. I know he gonna defend. I know he gonna pass. I know he gonna make winning plays. Mikal Bridges damn near cost them the game when Tyrese hit that game winner. Why are you reaching for the ball? Why would you go for the steal, bro? Instead of just playing straight up, bro. Like, come on now. You reaching for that ball put you out of position, and then that's what allowed Mitchell Robinson to be stuck on him and get game, bro.
Hey man, look. I feel like that's
I'm
just
letting that man go. You gotta let that man go, bro.
That's crazy. Damn, Mikal. We gave up 5 first-round picks just to let you go after 1 year. Now you look dumb. Now as a franchise, you look really dumb.
It was dumb to begin with. Shit.
Hey, low-key though, 5 first-round picks for a role player does sound crazy.
Come on now, bro. Now, if he was in Brooklyn and he was putting up damn near 30 a game when he was in Brooklyn, all right, okay, it's justified. But he wasn't even doing. I don't even think he was putting up 25. I think he was shooting. Well, he was scoring like 22, 23, wasn't it?
I said 17. He was averaging 17.
No. I'm talking about when he was at Brooklyn.
Oh, with Brooklyn? He was averaging. Damn, I was just there.
He averaged 26. He averaged 26 for Brooklyn. That was 1 year when he first got there.
That was that half a year. Hey, he was a dog that year. Hey, if he was giving you that,
19, bro, the nigga wasn't even giving me 20 points per game, and y'all gave up 5 first round picks for him, bro. Well, 5 picks for him, bro. He's not worth that. If he would have gave us that 25, them 3 years he was doing, 2 other years he was there, yes, it's justified. But no, bro, he didn't even give you 20. Come on, man.
But they had to figure that they had to think like, okay, why would you give up 5 first-round picks just for a guy that is just decent? He's not like he ain't raw. He's just decent.
They thought he was better than what he actually was.
They give up 5 first-round picks for a guy to give you 17 points per game. But we know they did this for Boston, and they was like, hey, we got these 2 wing stoppers. We can stop the Jays. We good. So we give up the 5 first-round picks.
Bro, they could have kept DiVincenzo, and DiVincenzo would have gained them the same thing. If not, well, honestly, I think DiVincenzo would have played better because he was hooping that year before, and then now you back, and Till's still playing you and stuff like that. I think he still would have did good, but Mikal gotta go, bro. He gotta go.
Hey man, damn Mikal, it's over for you. I mean, we said the Suns. We talked about the Pelicans. I feel like those were the other teams, but we kind of talked about them a lot. That would be my 5th team. If you got another one, then we can move on.
So we named all my 5.
All right, man. Let's move on. So we got these little topics, then we'll move on to the finals. We'll say that other top probably next week so we can have some.